like as our stream was warming up like this past Tuesday, like all of my like Elgato wavelength settings decided to default.
So we're live. I went live as you started talking. It's fine. Welcome to the download queue. I had a similar thing where I got like, I'd like to record clips on the Xbox, right? And I kept getting notifications like, your OneDrive's almost full. You need to go clear out space. So I went and cleared out space. And I accidentally, don't know why I had them saved there, but like all the overlays for the podcast that Kyle's made and sent over, almost everything was in the OneDrive that I had deleted. So I had to go back through everything it deleted and manually recover every single thing I needed again. I was like, this is the end of it.
I'll tell you this. There's nothing more freeing than unlinking your OneDrive from your PC. I did that 2 years ago and I've never looked back. It is like liberation.
That's what I need to do. I'm just so bad at storage. Like I always make folders. I'm like, I'm going to keep everything organized to make it easy. And like 6 months later, I'm like, it's too much. Okay. It's fine. But this is the Download Queue, episode 128, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Saturday morning, August 22nd, a week out from Gamescom, a week out for the official GTA 6 reveal. As you've already heard, we are joined once again. You love him. He stole Kyle a couple weeks ago to talk Destiny. Brian Saber from United We Nerd. Welcome back.
Good to be back.
How you doing? How have you been? And you're like a once a month guy here now. Last time was Assassin's Creed. What have you been playing? How you been?
I have some unfortunate news. I've been distracted from my sailing the seas and pirating and all that good stuff. I will go back to it, but I have been enthralled by playing Dokkan Fighting Souls. I have been hooked on that for the past 2 weeks now. And boy, the first week was rough. For people that don't know, the PC version of the game had this really big bug due to the anti-cheat that was in the game, where for some reason Windows kept trying to find an audio output if you had multiple on your PC. So basically, whoever was running the game, like their system was bogged down by this process that kept repeating itself over and over again. So online matches were terrible. But luckily, Arc System Works fixed it. Everything is great again. I'm getting my butt kicked 50% of the time, but it is a beautiful game. The attention to detail is fantastic. There's so many things that I loved about fighting games growing up. Like there is unique voice lines, unique animations for different matchups. It is a wonderful game that has absorbed all of my time.
Who's been your team? Who you been running?
My current team right now, I have Iron Man in the lead with Miss Marvel as my second. And then for like my backup, I have Blade and Magneto, which has been a very interesting combination because when I started the game out, I had Blade first, and then I realized I sucked as Blade, so I have him as a backup. But no, I love that even though it is technically a 4v4 game, you really don't have to waste all your time learning all 4 characters you choose. You can literally have your one main character. You can have like your second if you have 2 characters, and then you can have just the other ones just be your assists and like never call them in. It is so unnecessary to have all your characters be active at the same time, kind of like how Marvel vs. Capcom used to be. But you can if you want to. Like you can do the character swaps in and like do all the mix-ups and like the corner combos and all the air combos and stuff like that. But no, I think Arc System Works is a team that knows how to make a really fun fighting game, and minus the few hiccups that have always pop up with any Arc Sys game. I think Dokkan is the one game that I am very happy that I lost a bunch of points in our Fantasy Critic for. I did not believe in it earlier this year, and boy, did I pay for it. But you know what? I'm happy.
Love that. I was secretly hoping it would have grabbed me because I was like, back in my head, I'm like, I'm ready for a fighting game. I could hop into one right now. And I had tried the beta, and it just, I'm not good at baseline. Like Killer Instinct, we talked. Killer Instinct was the only one I ever held my own in. And it was just so demoralizing every time. Like the one combo into death every time, I threw in the towel very early, but
Oh, trust me, like Black Panther players, like if they get you in the wall, you're done. It's like every time I play against one of them and I get in the corner wall, I just like put my controller down. It's like, all right, have fun.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Go for it. I'm gonna go look at some YouTube tutorials, maybe. I don't know.
Perfect. You're right, Kyle, the glue that holds this all together. How are you doing after your Disney Dreamlight Valleying and Grounded 2, I see?
I'm gonna block you. You always are speaking on what I'm doing.
I just looked at Discord last night when we were talking. I was outside throwing bags. We had a fire going, and Brian put a message in chat, and I was like, Kyle, Disney Dreamlight Valley on Discord. Why'd you look at me weird when I said throwing bags? You got cornhole out there? Is that a Midwest thing?
No, okay, but you just said throwing bags. We had a fire out back. Like, the context made it weird.
No, you're throwing bags, had some s'mores. It was a good time.
Well, okay. I'm all over the place now. That threw me off so much. What was your question? How do you want me to answer?
I want to know how you're doing. What are you playing? What's going on in your life?
Oh man, I missed them.
What's your opinion on bags?
Bags are very useful. When they're reusable, they're perfect. Yeah, I've been doing Dreamlight Valley with my daughter just for fun and something to do. Like I talked about last week, I'm all over the place. Black Flag, the completion of that is still just a gaping hole in my want and attention of playing stuff. Like I just don't, nothing is clicking to stick with. I'm doing that with her. She is into Frozen right now, and we are looking for Olaf and Anna, but it is taking a long time to get the resources to level up to finish Kristoff's quest and then do the other. It's one of those games.
It's the whole thing.
So I have to play it when she's not around, so I can actually like get through stuff quick and like actually progress at night. So that's fun. And Grounded 2 had a big update, my guy. So we got to get in. I think I added you on the shared world. So, but yeah, playing that, it's more grounded, but I'm having a lot of fun. But we'll talk about that later.
When we get to it. Good to hear.
We both play it.
We got jam-packed episode. Hence why having 3 people here. Busy week coming up. We have updates from Double Fine post Xbox let going of, not firing, whatever you want to call it. Again, Gamescom right around the corner. GTA 6 has been suffering massive leaks, which will probably end the show on because I feel like that'll be a majority of the time. But first, before that, Kyle, I'm jumping back to you. Have you had time with Call of Duty? We talked about it in the Discord. Have you had some time with the beta? Closed beta has started, open beta next weekend, I believe, correct?
That's what they're calling it beta early access, not a closed. Now betas have early access.
Betas now?
Yup.
If you can get money off, you could have early access for anything.
Yeah. First Call of Duty not in Game Pass. I did not buy this. I just was scrolling on threads and someone posted within 2 minutes of me seeing it, it said a little 2 minutes ago, like 10 beta codes, and I just grabbed one of them, walked over to the Xbox site, put it in, and it worked. So that's how I got in. So I'm happy to like try it out. They had one campaign mission in. It's the first time they're doing that in a beta. That's really cool. Played that and then did a couple of multiplayer matches. Campaign was fine. Its first mission was rough. Games without hit markers and without any like visual cue that you're hitting your target is rough. And I think Call of Duty campaigns do that. So I was getting really frustrated. I had no idea where I was supposed to go. It just said follow Sergeant J-A-E. And I didn't know where they were. And like, that's like the stuff blows up and then you run down a hill and then go up a hill. And like, that's where I was stuck. I died 5-6 times. I didn't know where they were. And I finally found them. And I just was frustrated during the mission a lot. Very cool set pieces, feels good. But I was just like, I think we're going a lot of spectacle, and it's a beta. Maybe they'll fix it, but I think sometimes the readability and what you're trying to do lost when you're going for realism, right? But you know, whatever. It's one mission. The feel of it's really good. Multiplayer feels good. It reminds me of Black Ops 6, which we got really into, and what's the other one? Vanguard. World of Call of Duty Vanguard way back then. Some of the UI stuff reminds me of that. That was like one of the last ones I played a lot of back then. But yeah, it's fun. It's a good beta. It's not something that I'm gonna buy, you know, for full price. The campaign one mission didn't do enough for me in any way. Like I said, I left more frustrated than not. Especially the way it ends is just like, boom, here's a trailer for the game. It's like, all right. Fine.
It's back to full like actual campaign missions though, right? It's not like the open world stuff they did with the last one that everyone hated.
Yeah, this one I think is supposed to be full campaign, Modern Warfare, or not open. They'll probably have open zone stuff, which I didn't think was that bad, but like in Black Ops 6, I thought that was fine how they implemented it, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, they're like 2, I think.
Black Ops 7 was weird. Black Ops 7 was weird. One of them, yeah, there was ones that wasn't too bad, but yeah, it's cool. It's just also like the content. Like, it's just, oh yeah, South Korea and North Korea's fighting in the future. It's like, all right, man. Like, it's just what they're touching on too. I'm not that interested in. But
by the future, you mean next week?
This is like technically like what, the 7th Modern Warfare game? I guess technically, if you're counting the original like trilogy. Like, it's cool that they're going to a different location, I guess, but like, I don't know, because I can't remember last time I played Modern Warfare 3. Like, is there any like different feeling mechanics? Is there anything that's like super new with this version?
No, I think like on the back end, it's a lot of doing it and redoing it, and it's not moving away from what Black Ops 7 was doing. But other than that, it's Call of Duty. It feels like Call of Duty. Like, I don't think it's not like Advanced Warfare where you were jumping up walls, right? And compared to Vanguard or World War II game, right? There's nothing drastic like that. It's just a Modern Warfare game. It has some cool gadgets. Like, I mean, I know thermite grenades have in there, but the campaign mission had you had to, you know, fight through this this zone and then throw a thermite grenade on a enemy tank, and you had to do a couple to break through. And it was fun in those moments, right? I know it'd be weird that I'm calling out a thermite grenade, but there was like fun moments within that and whatnot. But it's a Call of Duty, and I think it's what it's going to be fascinating is Switch 2 performance. Like, this is a Switch 2 game. It's coming out.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what that's like. And the Game Pass of it, is this going to sell like it normally does? Will it see a drastic dip? Because I hopped in with Game Pass. I love 6, did not like 7. After this beta, I would be down to try more of the campaign. Would I finish it? I don't know. But it's not in Game Pass for another year, so I will not. But we'll see. If it's a full open beta, I think it's worth trying next week. If you're into that, if you're in even shooters looking for something to do, I think it's worth hopping in.
I am curious how, because Call of Duty always sells. Like, no matter how good or bad it is, it's always going to be Activision, now Xbox, is like one of their biggest selling games of the year. But I am curious how much having this one not being on Game Pass day one will change that, because I know it was Black Ops 6 or 7 that was the first one on Game Pass day one.
6 was the first one, I think. That's the one I hopped into, loved it.
Yeah. like same for me, because like before that, I can't remember the last time I played a Call of Duty game. But I think because it was on Game Pass, it got people like me and you to try it. So I'm curious if there's going to be any like big change now that everybody's going to have to buy it day one and or wait another year and see like, will this game have a big pop off next year when like all the people that want to play it for free get to play it, or if people will just be too distracted for whatever they announce next year, the next Call of Duty.
It's weird because like last year, obviously the Game Pass thing was the thing of people sales are down, still huge. Battlefield was also last year. Like it had actual direct competition for the first time in a few years. Where this year, it's exact opposite course.
Arc Raiders blew up too.
Arc Raiders, yeah, around the same time. And then this year, there's no Battlefield, there's no Arc Raiders. I'm looking at releases right now. The only thing in that similar vicinity that's big would be Phantom Blade, but that's not same audience. Final Fantasy Resonance is in there, but that's not same audience. Like, it doesn't have direct competition besides GTA like 2.5 weeks later. But then I don't even think like... I'm interested to see what the difference is of what GTA does, because a lot of people already have GTA. A lot of people have already given the money for pre-orders. A lot of people have already got their digital deluxe edition $100 things downloaded. So are they also going to double dip for GTA for a few weeks before hopping over? Or people are going to be fine just waiting it out till GTA releases? Which, if that's the case, like, what does Xbox do now? When it's 2 years now in a row of Call of Duty being lower sales after going back from Game Pass, like, are they smart enough to look at the wider picture of everything else coming out and what effect that has on their releases and output and what they have to do for next year? Like, is this the thing that pushes it where it skips a year, like Kyle's been saying?
Maybe. But like, you did make a good point with the Switch 2 version, because this will be like the first time a like actual like official like main title Call of Duty game will be on a Nintendo console
since 2013.
Yeah, but like not like the Wii U version, like not having it be on the Wii U, like having it be on something like the Switch 2, where yeah, it's not going to be as powerful, but you got the portability aspect to it, which more and more people are kind of drifting towards handheld PCs, handheld consoles. If they can prove that they can make it work on the Nintendo Switch 2 and have the online capabilities be decent, maybe that's what they'll make up for the lack of Game Pass subscribers.
Yeah. And I wonder how much. I would love to see the numbers. We'll never see unless we work there. But just when you put it in Game Pass, what actually, like, how many sales did you actually drop? How many people still bought it? Even if you had Game Pass, some people might still have bought it just because it's the game they want to own. They might not have Game Pass forever. You get a couple percentage off, I think, of some games. Maybe not a new Call of Duty. I don't remember. Yeah, what did it shift? Because it barely didn't shift enough to Game Pass. So now here you are. And like, good point, there's not really that much coming up. Gears is not Call of Duty, and Call of Duty is not Gears of War. So I don't think they're going to eat each other up. And I think people who want a Call of Duty shooter, I think they're still going to buy it. Gears of War is not that. I think if anything, this is just not going to sell well or as much as it has in the past, purely because there's just a lot going on in the world, and GTA is $100. But yeah, there's like nothing else that's going to step on its toes, unless Arc Raiders has a big resurgence in October, which that's their 1 year update they're pushing. They stopped all big updates to focus on this one. Like, they're not doing expeditions anymore. Like, they're doing a lot, so that could have a resurgence. I doubt it. It's in an awful state. Peanut played it, and he had just like that peanut guy, and he just stream snipers constantly. It just, oh man, I had to watch it for a little bit because I saw enough posts about it. I was like, oh yeah, game not good. I've tried playing it. It took me 5+ minutes to find a match, and then it crashed. So yeah, I doubt it, but who knows? That's my ramble there.
Switch 2 is, it's weird because like online from news sites, it's always digital edition, download editions on Switch run bad. And Brian, I'm sure you remember the Mortal Kombat comparisons when that came on Switch 1 and the digital code and how bad it looked. But like people were still buying it.
I still to this day, I still think that's what killed the game. Like minus the people not caring about MK1's combat, but like just how ugly Switch port looked. Oh my god!
Like people still bought it. Fortnite now, I play Fortnite quite a bit on my Switch 2. Like when Switch 2 came out, that was my primary place to play, and like noticeably looked worse. But still playing it. Like people are still there. Switch 2 has a massive player base, so like, are people on Switch consoles going to care that much about a lesser version of Call of Duty? Because as of now, like in court cases, it's not going to be a lesser version. Like it should have campaign, everything there, multiplayer. Like it should have feature complete version of the game. How off is that going to look? What's it going to run like? Is it going to be comparable to online? Are people going to use it online? Not only for the Switch 2 ease of access mobile case, like Brian said, but if they get mouse mode on that, like, is that a game changer for some people to have point and click on there? Like, there's weird variables around the Switch 2 that, like, on top of not having numbers, but it has some hidden features there that could sway some people, I feel.
I think if they really want to make a statement with this version of Call of Duty, like Nintendo has to like be like, hey, Activision, Xbox, we got some features for you. We got the gyroscopics, we got the mouse controls. Let's make this a big deal. If they show that they're really like trying really hard to make this version of the game not only be comparable but stand out, like that could be interesting. But I do think that they aren't lying when they're saying that it is going to be a comparable version for everything else, because we've seen how ports to older Nintendo consoles were very much lacking, like mostly in like the Wii U era. Even with like some in the Wii era, like it's a very different game comparably to certain others. But I think now at this point, like they are at a point where you can buy a port of a game and everything is there. There's no issue. Maybe the frame rate is a little bit lower, but casual players don't care about that. Only like the hardest of the hardcore care about like the 1% frame difference of like of certain games. But so it'll be interesting to see how that turns out.
I was trying to find any info on how it's running right now, because it is, you can buy the version that gets you early access for the Switch beta. It's on the Switch right now, so it seems it's running 60 frames docked. I can't find a handheld though, with some minor dips, but that's expected. But yeah, so don't know too much about the Switch version specifically, but the Switch tech is really impressive in it. The DLSS stuff that I'm using, it's proprietary for the Switch 2. However they are implementing it is really good. It's working. Games just are running really well. There's a From Software game that is running very smooth, I heard, and very nice too. So it's an impressive console. As more people get their hands on it, it's gonna run better. So if it's gonna sell well on the Switch, it has to review well. If it's like, oh, it's a bad port, it's framey, it says it's 60 docked, but it's actually like 45 and it drops a bunch. Handheld, it's barely running 30. That's not going to be enough. You'll still get some people, but if they really want to, yeah, those extra stuff, making use of that tech. Like I'm just so fascinated if like how well it's going to run. If they can get this game to run well, the world's their oyster, man.
World's their oyster. If you're at all interested in the Call of Duty beta, again, open beta, for regular people, if you don't feel like pre-ordering, is available next weekend, August 28th through September 1st, with some rewards you can earn, including emblems, tags, there's a skin, gun skin, all the usual stuff you come to expect from this yearly trek into Call of Duty into the fall. I want to talk about my friends, my boys, one of my favorite studios, Double Fine. Update this week, post Xbox dispersing out of the studio. Tim Schafer, kind of funny, 21st appeared to talk about the future of the studio, share their plans for what's next, where they go from here. Not a whole lot to go off of. They're going pretty much back to what they were doing before, which has me incredibly worried. They will be doing Amnesia Fortnite Kickstarter beginning on August 31st through most of September. Amnesia Fortnite is their yearly 2-week game jam where they dropped everything they're doing on main projects to make smaller titles. Stuff like Costume Quest came out of it. Kiln and Keeper both came out of this. Like, it's where the weird stuff comes from. They'll be doing that now as a Kickstarter where people will be able to vote on the projects being made, with one being made into the next small project that will be released under their new publishing label, Double Fine Action Labs. Also, with this will be a new documentary from Two Player Productions, which go watch all their stuff. They did Psychodyssey. They did one for, oh God, what's the point and click one they did? I'm spacing out on. They'll come back to me. Broken Age.
Oh.
So, if you're interested in supporting them, that is available again August 31st through September. I don't think this is the way to go. This feels like more of the same, and when they were struggling before trying to get funding, where it was a constant cat and mouse chase of how are we going to get funds to make this game? Oh, we did a Kickstarter. Oops, we made more than we wanted, so we have to add more into stuff that we weren't planning on doing, which delays the project. And it's just a weird snowball of things. But I'm glad they're at least back up on their feet with a nearsighted goal in mind of what they want to do. No sequels in the works, no Brutal Legend, no Psychonauts 3. I saw people talking about that, which is absolutely insane. But this is what to expect. More small, weird stuff from them, funded directly by fans.
I think this will be interesting. Just because, tell me if I'm wrong. Just like reading into the announcement from Tim yesterday. But it seems like instead of like having a Kickstarter that's going to be focused on like the best game, it seems like they're going to have a list of games, and like maybe like the top 4 will be like considered to be made. And so maybe, as you were saying what your concerns were before, Jacko, would being like, oh, we're going to have one game we're going to work on, but oh, we got so much money from these people, we need to make it seem worth it to everybody. Like maybe taking all that money and like dispersing it into like the top 2, top 3 voices might work out better. That way they don't have to spend as much time on one game that that many people might not vibe with, where they can have multiple smaller games that will have their niche audience, but at least it'll be a big enough audience to help kind of like build up to maybe having a Psychonauts 3 or, you know, a brand new project that they can really focus in on. I already favorited the Kickstarter because I'm really interested to see like what they have. I actually, before the announcement of them leaving Xbox, I actually just started playing Kiln, and I've been really enjoying it. It's a fun time. I'm super glad too that they announced that they received all of their publishing rights and the rights to the games they made under Xbox. So now people can not have to worry that their money is going to Xbox instead of them. And also the fact that they said that there's new content coming to Kiln and they're having a price drop on it. So it's the best time to support Double Fine.
Yeah, I liked what you were saying and I took the Kickstarter, the funding, the finding the project more as like help us fund the studio so we can make games, as opposed to the game help us fund this game and then we'll figure it out. I think if you're just, and maybe it's wrong, maybe the money is directly has to go to that game, but that's just, maybe that's a suggestion, right? Like, I think you have an audience and a base and an and an industry. I think gamers are more knowledgeable. I think you can be more clear that the money you're putting towards something is to keep the studio open, not to make X game that you want, not to make Y game that you want. Does that make sense? I don't know. I guess I'm not sure the point I'm making here. I guess now.
No, it does. It's from my view. I guess it's more. Well, we're gonna do this Kickstarter. Get the funding to physically make the product, right? Instead of going to a publisher, selling the rights, doing that type of thing, where they're funding it. You're now having the fans fund it, which up front is all the money, right? Like, you're getting that cash now while you're in development. Then when that game comes out, say it is another Kiln, say it is another Keeper that doesn't sell, are we back to square one after that, doing another Kickstarter? Because this game, after launch, after we used the money to pay our people, after we went through the initial funding to make it, if that doesn't do good, what do you do? Like, to me, it feels like a weird, like, Ouroboros, just constant circle of same thing, you know?
Well, see, then I wonder how much Kiln technically, that's Kiln, how much did Kiln take to make sales? And then you take the Game Pass, you know, whatever algorithm you can do to see how much money you made off of Game Pass, right? Like, I wonder how close they did get to breaking even. We won't know those numbers, but outside of paying staff, I don't think Kiln is the most intensive, most labor, like most costly game, right? It's just paying people. That's what would be the most expensive thing there.
I feel like Kiln had to have done something for them to want to keep making more content for it and feel like they can drop the price of it. Because I actually, off the top of my head, actually don't know what the current price of it is. Just because
I think it's only 30.
Yeah. It should be like a $15 to $20 title, and on every platform.
Well, I guess that's what they're kind of doing with it then, just because drop the price everywhere, get as many people in as they can, entice them with the fact that they are dropping new content. Oh, here we go. Kiln is now $20 on Steam.
I did it. You're welcome,
Good job,
everybody.
Kyle.
There you go.
I made it $10
profit.
It's on sale on
Steam,
Xbox for 16.
On Steam, there's one person playing Kiln.
That sounds right.
So yeah, I think this is how you do it. Like, keep however many people, because I'm assuming, is Kiln still on Game Pass, or did it get removed?
Yeah, everything I was looking through last night. Psychonauts 2 is still there, Kiln was still there, Keeper is still there.
Okay.
The logos they said, I know you mentioned, are still like Xbox when you load them up, and those will change over time. But it is, you said, fully supporting the studio now. And that's not only them, this conversation also extends out to like Compulsion. They're also fully independent now. That deal went through. So if you're picking up South of Midnight, same thing, support Compulsion instead.
So that's kind of good, that because they'll still be getting some money off of the Game Pass player base. I don't like Xbox doesn't really divulge on what that is, but I'm assuming since it's still on there, they'll still get at least some kind of revenue cut from that player base. But then the fact that they are making it cheaper for people to buy, I think Kiln might be doing good enough for them to feel like they can take this risk of letting the fans pay with their wallets on future titles and the direction this company should go in. So,
you know, I think it'll be interesting. I guess this is more of like almost a prediction or a want from them, but I've been noticing a bunch of games coming to mobile that are on like Switch and lower extent, not intensive titles on like other stuff like Tiny Bookshop Let me which one? Tiny Bookshop, Caravan Sandwich. What just got added that I playing Discounty, which I really love on Switch. That's on mobile now. Control is on mobile. Civilization's on mobile. I wonder if and I hope, I guess, is like get these games on mobile like this. Like these are full console games that are now playable on phones, and they're going to be more playable too. I have an iPhone 13. It's not the most expensive thing, but playing games I play on my Switch now, right? That'd be really cool to see them pivot to that way and get titles in the 10 to 20, like I'm saying, range. And porting that to Switch is really easy. Porting that to mobile is really easy. I love Switch whenever there's like a $10 to $15 title. It's always on sale, like 5 to 10% off. So it's like $12.50 something. I'm like, that's really nice. And I think you could do that on other platforms too. I feel like Double Fine could turn into something like that, where you maybe have these smaller titles that maybe they're even $5. They're really not the most intensive games, right? They're not the most lengthy things, but you get them out, lower price, more people on. They're on phones, they're on everywhere. Like that, it could be really cool.
Yeah, but there's studios that do that.
Has like 20 billion iterations of pizzeria people. What if they just did that? It's like the jillion Double Fine games.
I'd be down for it. Like I said, most there's studios like that. Like not everything
titles.
needs to be AAA, quadruple A, big thing. Like go into embrace the full indie side of your studio and your size, and just focus on the smaller things. I'll take it.
I can see a Nintendo Direct or like a Game Awards announcement of a good collection of their games just being ported to like the Switch, or like you were saying, kind of like it to mobile. Like I can see, like now that the shackles are off and they're like free to do what they please, like Double Fine just feels like it would be a good handheld like gaming company.
Yeah. Killing on Switch before the end of the year or not. Over under.
It could be a Gamescom announcement even. Just saying.
A Kiln sequel.
Oh, not that, but mobile. Put it on mobile because it's not on Switch. I don't think that was like the big thing when it came out. I was like, why isn't this on Switch? Like of all because back then, even beginning of the year, we were still on Xbox multi-platform. Like that game would have done banger on Switch. Throw some Nintendo stickers in there to put on your pottery. Yeah.
Oh my god, the Mario pots
Mm-hmm.
people would make. Give them the color.
Yoshi egg faces. Yeah.
A warp pipe. Ooh, there you go.
You could do that now, probably.
I went back to find. Obviously, they weren't working on it full time because that's not how this works. The first kiln prototype from their Amnesia Fortnite it was done was 2017. Been a 9-year idea. Again, not working on the whole time, but the idea's been there. The thought's been floating around.
Yeah, I'm excited to
Oh, go ahead.
I'm excited for this Amnesia Fortnite. I wasn't watching Double Fine, aware of Double Fine, paying close enough attention to them to know or be aware of anything of that. So I'm intrigued to be not a part of it, but a part of it. That should be interesting. I like that they're just kind of, here's how we're doing it. We're going to bring you in along for the ride, and we're filming it all, so you'll see it too. So that's really cool.
You can go if you're like actually like really interested in the Psychodyssey documentary. They have a whole, it's not even an episode, but they did a movie on that Amnesia Fortnite when they were filming. That's like an hour and a half. That's just separate from Psychodyssey. It's just about that 2-week period and all the games they were doing and like the pitching that goes in and everyone's ideas of what got canceled. Like it's super interesting.
Of course, they have a movie as well as separate from the documentary.
Of course.
Awesome. I really got to give that a watch.
I am going to be a little jealous of the people going to PAX West this year because this is going to be like Double Fine's first like public gathering since being like independent again. And I feel like it's going to be such like a party.
You would hope.
That's going to be a vibe.
Kyle can tell us when he goes since he got tickets.
Yes. But I don't, well, yes, I do have tickets. I have to figure it out still. No promises. It's very last minute. But yeah, I hope I can go. We'll figure it out.
We don't. What we're not going to, because we're all in America and we don't have funds and we don't make money from this. Gamescom this week. The big one, the big not E3 in Germany. Opening night live hosted by Jeff Keighley, I believe premieres Tuesday the 25th, if I'm correct. Followed after on the 27th again by the GTA 6 premiere on Netflix. But Gamescom, opening night live, not really a place for big, massive reveals. We have some stuff that will be there. Something I'm excited for, Ontos, the space horror game from Amnesia team, is going to be there. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt new DLC, which I still need to play that game, will be featured as part of opening night live. Blood of Dawnwalker right before its release will be there. Alien Isolation 2. Xbox has some secret announcement that has been hinted at the past week that is a sequel to one of their own games made by a team not owned by them, so that'll be interesting to see. There is another, based off of my tastes and likenesses now for games, something I'm kind of excited for that has been talked about for like a year now. Apparently, we're getting a game like City Skylines, a city sim game done in Lego, which I am entirely down for. I will take it. I will play it. I'm done with my 2-point museum for now. And I'll take another game like that right now, because that seems to be all I play and find time for. They're mindless time sinks. But Gamescom, you guys watching opening live, anything you're excited for, want to see, any expectations from this year's show? Any guesses on the Xbox game?
So I did a little deep diving last night.
Perfect.
Because that little announcement had a lot of caveats in it. So we know it's a sequel game. We know it's of a Xbox franchise, but they specifically said not an old franchise. It's a more recent, quote unquote, recent franchise.
Yep.
So I feel like we have this long going joke on this show now that every time anything Xbox related gets announced, we always have to do the obligatory Banjo-Kazooie game. This is going to be the one time that I will not indulge in that joke. I did a quick look at all the possible, like, more recent franchises that they could be doing that they could let a third-party studio do. We know a new Spyro is coming. That's a no-brainer. The only two that make sense to me would be done by the same studio, and that's Iron Galaxy. And they could either be making an actual brand new Tony Hawk Pro Skater, because they just came off the heels of 3+4, which did really well. So Iron Galaxy has proven that they can make a good Tony Hawk game. Let's get a brand new one in finally. Enough with the remakes. Let's head to the future, make a brand new, from the ground up, Tony Hawk game. The other one, which might be less likely, but it is becoming more feasible to do. Iron Galaxy could also be making the sequel to Killer Instinct 2013. Because think about it, we are in a new golden age of fighting games. We've kind of said this before during Summer Game Fest, but I think now it makes all the sense in the world to kind of lay it in. Like 2XKO, that's gone. That was a foregone conclusion. Like, Riot did not believe in that game. But there's so many good fighting games coming out right now. Like, it would make sense to have Killer Instinct have their time in the sun again. It's been over a decade. It's been long enough. The last Iron Galaxy game that was made was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4. Their last supported game were the ports of Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 to the PS Plus like service.
Oh yeah.
They haven't announced anything else. They're not really doing anything. And also, looking at Mick Gordon's calendar, he hasn't been doing much either. The last game that he did music for was Routine in 2025 last year. So he's cooking up something, and I can picture it now. Tuesday, you hear the dun, 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 dun. And you just have Jago coming in full gore, just kind of like rushing in, all like in their beautiful, beautiful new artwork. I believe it's one of those two, either Killer Instinct, a new Tony Hawk game.
I hate to break your bubble, but following the same leaks and rumors from this year from Nick, whatever the fuck you want to call him on Twitter, also confirmed that a Killer Instinct sequel was in development by a Japanese studio that was unknown, that was recently canceled.
It was canceled. It means it's not coming from them, but
Yeah,
it could be coming
they
from
gave it to a different
else.
studio. Duck it, nerds. That'd be dope. I didn't even think about Tony Hawk, and I'm fully siding with you on that because that makes the most sense right now. For this to be something that's also surprise dropping by the end of the year, that seems like a game they could. That's not like massive funding hanging on it to succeed in a massive way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, you're scheming over there. You're thinking, I know you want it to be Sunset Overdrive so badly, even though it can't.
It can be.
They don't own the IP.
I thought they owned Sunset Overdrive. They just can't.
No, because that's
own the
why
rights.
Insomniac
They own the publishing rights.
went to them, because Insomniac wanted to keep the IP and Sony wanted to have it themselves.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm lost on that one. It can be in my mind. No, I don't really honestly have anything that pops out, because it could be a Tony Hawk would be kind of disappointing. I think that would be like, wow, we really built up the hype for this for nothing. I guess if it's like a new game, it's not like a remake, that could be something. But other than that, I'm gonna wait and be surprised. I don't think it's anything I want. Not saying I won't like it, just in this moment, I can't. I've been looking, I've been thinking a couple of days. Just all the stuff it is sounds cool. Rise Son of Rome 2, I saw rumored from someone, whether that's real or not. That was like, I could see that. Also, I saw that Rise was apparently Fox's Assassin's Creed at one point. They were like, this is going to be our Assassin's Creed. Yeah, apparently. Which is just a very funny thing to think of in hindsight. Like, wow, you guys really gave up quickly.
Xbox
really cool.
One launch title that the biggest complaint was that it was too short and had a lot of
And then they ran away from it.
action prompts and not actual like physical combat.
I kind of liked Rise. Yeah. I played the online a bunch, I remember, because I was like, I got that and Dead Rising by Xbox One. Play the shit out of that.
Do you think they'd be brave enough to try to do Perfect Dark again?
That'd be so funny.
So soon? That'd be wild.
It's like, hey guys.
It's like, oh yeah, you get her. I felt like I was getting yelled at.
Dude, I muted my shit. I'm sorry.
Oops. Dude, that's how loud you were yelling, man.
I muted it away. I now got a wave. What the heck? Okay, well.
You have multiple mics?
No. Just anyways, like upstairs screaming.
I would love if they did it. And this actor was in a sequel that came out recently. Now so if they bring it into this universe, technically there's been a game out already, and I'm talking about Remedy. Baby, give me a Quantum Break too. You had Tim Breaker, Time Breaker, Sean Ashmore reprise his role. Why was he in there? Why did he come back to do a little thing? Because he was coming back to get ready for Quantum Break 2. It's becoming a part of the Remedyverse.
That'd be wild.
Now I would love it because I love me some Quantum Break. They just needed to not stop everyone after 30 to 45 minutes and say, now sit down and watch this 30-minute TV show.
I was saying, they'd have to keep the TV stuff though, right? Like that was Quantum Break. That's what made Quantum Break.
What you do is then make a movie. You watch and you have the game that you could play through, and then you can watch a movie on the side. Little hour 10, hour 15 little thing. He wants to, Some Lake's bag, he just wants it. He's so sad Quantum Break is left outside. Bill's gone. Asha doesn't know what it is. She's like, sure.
Now I just imagine it's like the first like full-fledged like dual screen like entertainment. Like you have like Quantum Break on like the top screen. You have like a dungeon runner or like a
instead of like a TikTok video with Subway
Surfers. No, it's not.
Yeah, Alan Wake just like running in the forest down below.
This is how we get the kids.
Yeah. Quantum Break's gonna tie it all together.
I'm gonna throw another one out to you guys that I would be super hyped for. It is possible that I've seen thrown out quite in a bit. The last thing this team made entered early access in 2024, scheduled for full release October this year, which is kind of the weird thing. But if we were doing early access, if we had 2 teams scheduled, is there a chance we get some absolutely heartbreaking music hit and the return of Ori at Gamescom this year? 6 years since Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Could they have had a small team this whole time working on a third entry?
Maybe. It fits it in a way, but I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think it's a banjo. I think Double Fine's making a banjo, and they just did a big swerve on everyone.
That would be insane.
That's why they're at PAX West. They're going to have a playable banjo.
There's an actual banjo instrument you can play. Banjo Hero confirmed.
That's why we're going to let go Double Fine and have them make banjo.
Well, they were already making it. If it was already in development, and instead of being like, we're not going to shut you off, we're not going to just say, no, it's our IP. Yeah, we'll just release our IP. That's fine. Like, it's yours too.
They went the Toys for Bob route and just kept it like Spyro.
I was just gonna say, like, it's not like they haven't done that before.
And then, like, the thing is, it's Xbox is 25th, so something like that wouldn't be that crazy, right? I doubt it, but like, come on, they could have something. I'm still in the belief that the 25th isn't started until November. They're like, let's just get past GTA and then we'll celebrate the year after. Okay. Is that cool?
Or we could just, keep rare properties in a vault somewhere, never to be seen again until the end of time.
We're doing that already. We don't need to help them with that.
Sentiment too.
Because like I'm just like taking a quick look at like their other like owned properties, and like there's nothing really else that stands out as like would be like an amazing oh my god.
I don't think Gamescom is for amazing oh my god, like it's like not to be mean,
it's
but
never
like
been.
that's why I'm like the Tony Hawk thing fits so well.
They make Crackdown 4.
Gross.
Because 3 did so well.
Just make sure Terry Crews is in there. Could be a new Lips. New Zoo Tycoon.
There's something to entertain. What if they tried to do Guitar Hero again? They
Stage
see how
tour is
popular.
coming out.
Yeah, but They own Guitar
Wait,
Hero.
but I want to, yeah, I want to like also say that that's a good thing because it's competition. I said it like it's a bad thing, but when I said it, I realized no, that'd be good for them to go head to head. I'm so excited for Stage Tour. They're doing everything right so far, outside of making instruments too expensive.
Xbox is tired of Fortnite having all of the glory.
Is it glory though, or is it just something that's stuffed in the corner of that big game?
I mean, I can still use my Guitar Hero 4 controller on Fortnite, and it plays really well.
Yep.
Like, surprisingly, like they even added karaoke now, so you can actually sing on main stage. So
you know what had microphone from the beginning? Rock Band 1, no, 2, 3, and then Harmonix got bought.
Main stage is pretty much Rock Band. It's the same. It's Harmonix. It's the same team. It's just now it's stuck in Fortnite.
I was just a Fortnite hater.
We
talked about this 2 weeks ago.
I'm sad that they bought up a really cool company with a really cool history, and then now they're just making a mode in Fortnite that's just they're
doing the same thing.
Not the same.
Except for their weird blocky characters, you can have Sonic singing Sabrina Carpenter. Sora is going to be singing Simple and Clean by the end of the year, and I can't wait.
It's hard. I'm so happy you are excited to see digital Blue Bob bits and pixels next to each other.
They're going to be standing on stage. Aquaman just doing this motion.
I'm not playing the game for those purposes. I'm not playing the game to see that multiverse shit. I just want a game where I can make a rocker and just play.
You can't make a rocker. You can have be whoever you want it to be. Your rocker could be Kratos.
Like I'm not getting it.
It could be Master Chief.
That's not create your own. That's not. I wanna have I wanna go on a campaign around the world like in Rock Band 1. I wanna be like, oh man, I look like shit. Now let me upgrade my style. Oh man, I had to play more shows to get more cash. That's what I want. Fortnite doesn't do that. You just pretend you're someone else. Unoriginal.
Are you saying Kratos jamming out to Hatsune Miku is not entertaining?
That's not a journey you want to experience in his lore.
I don't know who Hatsune Miku is. The only reason I know is because I watch Video Game Nerds. The only reason I know Hatsune Miku. I just watched it.
Can we think about Kratos?
It's just legitimately your guys' points. Like, this is so cool. I'm like, those are reasons that keep me awake. But to each your own. I was playing Fortnite last night. I was Rumi from the Demon Hunters, and I was running around like Sonic in Sonic Land, and I was just like,
perfect.
I'm gonna go play Marathon.
Game of the year.
It's not. Anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. As a big Sonic fan, the Sonic in Fortnite is like borderline like paralysis demon. Those body proportions are not right.
Because he's a robot, not actually Sonic. In the Sonic, they have a whole comic leading into it. He's a robot. We're in the Matrix.
The fact that there's like Sonic, and it made more sense.
Yeah.
The fact that they justify stuff in lore for things is crazy. Good for Fortnite.
The fact that they made Eggman look normal compared to everybody else.
It looks cool.
He's the only one that looks cool because he's a human. Yeah, his proportions are correct.
Oh man, yeah. We'll see. I'm getting Stage Tour this fall, so I'm excited. That set list looks great. They're doing everything right. I hope they add full mics for it if they haven't announced that already. But I tried the music. It's not good in Fortnite.
That's fair.
We'll see. Gamescom again. I'm not expecting a ton, but a couple things I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, it was this Gamescom conversation. Excited to see more on Blood of Dawnwalker. I'm not sold on that. Excited for more Alien Isolation 2. All the like side stuff, not any major bangers, but
yeah.
I will make one more prediction.
Do it.
We go for it.
Because I know Sega's going to be there.
With Crazy Taxi, yeah.
Sonic's 35th anniversary. The last Sonic game that came out was September of last year, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. We have not heard anything about the next mainline Sonic game. And when it comes to Sonic, Sega does like to release a mainline Sonic game for the big anniversaries. And they're making 35th anniversary a very big deal. Like, I think now would be the time to like at least have a teaser of being like, hey, the next adventure's coming. Either like it doesn't even be this year, just like it'd be coming next year. But like I think like they have to, especially with all the hype of like the Fortnite release of Sonic, like they had a big game sale for all the most recent Sonic games recently. Like something is coming. Now whether it's here, I don't know. But
New Sonic skins in Fortnite. What do you want? Do you want, or what is it time for? 2D Sonic, 3D Sonic?
I think they should stick with 3D Sonic. They've done a lot of like 2D style games. Like we've had the Origins collection, we've had the Sonic Superstars, which was 3D, but it was a 2D side scroller like Sonic game. Frontiers is going off in an interesting direction. I don't know if they would do a Frontiers again, but it was the first 3D Sonic game in a while that reviewed really well. So I kind of want them to kind of keep that momentum going and just keep iterating and keep improving on that system, because it was an interesting system having Sonic be in a third person like action oriented kind of game. It's pretty neat. I know a good portion of the audience would just want them to do a remake of like Sonic Adventure 2, which would be kind of cool. But I want to see something new. I like seeing something new coming from Sonic.
I can see it. Seems like the place, because they have like a convention or some shit coming up too, like a tour orchestra thing coming up this year. Got something.
Oh yeah, their orchestra, their updated like orchestra set list. Is coming around again. It's gonna be roughly the same as the one they did the previous year, but they're just adding more stuff from like Frontiers and some of the more recent games. It's a nice event though. It was really great.
Oh, you went to it?
Yeah, I went to when they came to San Francisco. I went to that one. It was really cool because it was like how they did it was the first half was orchestrated soundtracks from the games, and then they had intermission, and the second half was just a complete rock concert. And so they just did a bunch of like the more modern like Sonic Adventure onward, just like kind of like rock music, and it was really fun. Everybody had it was so weird to like have everybody like singing like Sonic Adventure 2 music in an orchestra like concert hall.
I wish I lived in a place where stuff happened. I almost tried last year I think it's this year coming up. Around my birthday, the Stardew Valley Orchestra is going to be in Minneapolis, and I was like, I should really try and go to that. But that's a shit ton of money for 8-hour drive and board and missing everything else, and that would be the one I would go. But last bit of news for the day. We probably should have talked before of how you guys want to cover this, talk about it, what you do/don't feel we should talk about. But GTA 6 this past week, massive leaks have happened. Many short snippets of gameplay have been released. Right before we went live, Brian brought up that the site that these were being posted for has supposedly been taken down. So if that's actually meaning whoever was behind it got caught, but they seemingly had an actual full playable build of the game and not just clips done in their possession. With one clip specifically spelling out their name in a wall with bullets, showing that they had a playable build. Quite a lot has been shown. Some small story clips, mostly just open world exploration, sandboxy stuff you can do, showcasing different aspects from driving through the city. There was a flying part. People have been dissecting UI stuff that pops up, menu stuff that pops up. A week before the big reveal on 27th, this Thursday on Netflix.
I feel like this always happens when the GTA is coming out soon. There's always a leak of some kind.
Yeah, it's expected, honestly. It's something like this, but I think I'm seeing a lot too, whether it's real or not, is people saying apparently it's an old build from like 2024 or 2025. So much would have changed. But also, it's not like they showed anything that is even spoilery, in my opinion. And sure, if you want to go in completely blind on this, you don't want to know any little snippet. Oh, wow, you got spoiled on how it looks really good, how it looks better than Red Dead Redemption 2. Whoa, what a surprise. What? Like, you didn't think it was going to look better? And like, of course it does. And it's in Florida, so it looks like Florida locations. What? Like, to me, nothing really got spoiled or anything. It's just more like, this is cool to see, and it's like cool to know beforehand. And as someone who's not going to get Netflix to watch this trailer, I'm going to see it through leaks anyway. So get the leak started now, baby. Let me see it. I'm not waiting 6 hours to get them going, man. I can care less. This company makes so much money. Fuck them. They're union busting. Fuck them. But I'll play your game because it's going to be really good. I'm going to support the people who put time into it. But man, I don't know. It's like a nothing burger of a story, but like it's also a lot too, because there's a lot to it. And you know behind the scenes, or maybe not, but like what has Rockstar been doing? I forgot. Jason Schreier has a YouTube video where he interviews, talks to someone who works at Rockstar about the leaks, and I totally meant to watch it before this, and I just totally forgot last night. But yeah, I gotta watch that because I bet that's very enlightening.
That's the weird thing.
Does this ruin your experience? Are you done playing Grand Theft Auto 5 because 6 is spoiled?
I'm slowly trudging through still, my guy. The more I put into it, the more just baffled I am that this shit blew up. Like, not even being a hater, but like everyone's like, oh, the story's gonna get spoiled for 6. Like, the story in 5 is not that goddamn good. The missions aren't that good. What I've been missing out this whole time.
The story in Red Dead 2. You totally can spoil that story in Red Dead 2, and they better be doing this level of storytelling in 6. I want Jason and Lucia to be like Mama and Dada, my best friends.
Fuck?
I want to be heartbroken by the end of this because they are just like so well written. Please. But yeah, 5 is like weird. 5 has some weird moments.
The journey to get there needs to be better for me. Which right now, like what I'm saying, it just looks like more of what Rockstar does, which isn't bad. Like, obviously people love it. Like, it's a huge thing. It's just that mission structure and the way everything's done isn't appealing and like grasping for me, which is where I'm struggling so hard through 5, because I'm popping in missions and it's driving point A to B, and that is it. And you're listening to dialogue, which is fine. But like when the whole game is just that repeated, or a shootout, or the infamous one that I'm still baffled by, where it's like, you need a getaway car, and I walked down the block and got in a car, and it was like, hold down left or something to mark it. I'm like, mission done. Why does this have to be a thing? Like, why does this have to be this could have just been part of the main thing instead of a whole separate thing you got to get set up for and have a whole thing of mission complete. Like,
I mean, it is 2013 game.
Yeah, that's again. I'm like, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't like it.
Yeah. I wonder, Brian, have you played any of GTA Online? Because I haven't put enough time into know how the missions evolved. Are they just GTA missions in a grand sense, or are they doing different things? Have they evolved where it's like, oh yeah, no, like base GTA 5 story is a very different game than GTA Online now, like updates now, story now?
So I'm a bad barometer because I am almost solely an online player. I have never touched like a GTA like story campaign for more than the amount of time it takes me to get to the online functionality. That's why I was so happy that like they eventually came out with just like the online version of like GTA 5 and Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like for me growing up, like I would play Vice City and I would just put on all the cheat codes and just roam around Vice City, and just like I would do some of like the side missions, but like I would just explore the world, and that's kind of like how I absorb like Rockstar games. I would assume that over the years that the online game, like the mission structure, would be more filled out. It is also kind of hard because there is a lot of missions that are very much tied to the online aspect, where it's like, okay, you have to smuggle, a bunch of these weapons or stuff for like your club, and of course you have like a time limit before the online server is aware of your doings and they can come and attack you. So it's kind of hard to kind of gauge the similarities between both. But
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, like GTA 5 came out over 20 years, or not 20 years ago, but like it's getting close. It's an old game. So I wouldn't be surprised if they've updated their mission structure just to kind of go with the times, especially just how big this game is going to be.
You'd hope so.
You would hope so. But also, I just think it's funny, the idea of being spoiled by what is supposed to be the biggest game, like quantity wise, as far as like what you're going to be able to do, or what I assume you're going to be able to do in GTA 6. Like how could you have enough time to scour through all of the code and all of the like content within whatever build that you found to like get enough to spoil the game for you? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a story beats,
Which that's been like,
again, who knows if this is closer to GTA 5, you're not gonna feel like you're missing much.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful though.
a lot of the stuff that's been shown, like I said, it's been mostly sandbox. Like I don't know if you guys have seen it, but like I think
the
one
map,
of two of them have had a slight cutscene in there, but like nothing that was massive. Like it was like very early on, you could tell like introductory almost type shit, which is what most people have been worried about, right? Where it's been, what if we do start getting ending story leaks, which the guy was threatening to do, and it turned into marketing to other people of get your advertisements on the leak when I post it type shit, where like it quickly unfolded from here's some stuff to stick it to Rockstar and I'm doing this for my own good, which people have been off on, which I'm hoping like, yeah, it was caught today and that site's down and the leaks, actual leaks of main core stuff that you people would want to be surprised by aren't gone. Besides the, oh, I'm driving a car. Oh, I went and fought a homeless camp. Oh, it's a plane shot of the city. Like, if by this way, you're just making weird trailers for them on your own site, showcasing like mechanics.
Yeah. Is this leaker from Rockstar? Is this part of it? Are they doing an ARG? Is leak going to be in the game?
Oh God, that'd be
you're gonna
wild.
find that basement. You're gonna find that basement in the side mission.
Yep. They'll probably
Untouched.
honestly put the little bullet spread somewhere in the game. Something out the name somewhere dumb. Probably like under like a sewage disposal thing. Be a little petty.
Little petty.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the last time there was a big leak for this was what, right before they revealed GTA 6? Or like right after?
Let's see.
It was like in 2024,
There was
right?
I think so. I feel like it wasn't too much longer after. And then there was the trailer leak that pushed the trailer release forward. That was like the whole trailer just was online. So they're just like, all right, well, we're gonna upload it.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
know.
like
I'm under the. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's 3 of them in 2025. Some of them were uploaded to Google Drive that were like in-game screenshots. But there was the one I think you're talking about where it's like around a gas station or it wasn't fully modeled and like graphics weren't fully implemented, or it was like a boxy version of the build
Yeah.
that was posted, and they were like, oh, well, this is gonna put on a delay now because this has been gone. But like it was very like obviously not feature or content complete of what was shown like very early stuff.
Yeah, like in prototypes that were probably from like 5 years ago. I don't know. I'm under the belief that at this point in time, like there is no leak that could disrupt how big of an impact a Rockstar game is going to make. Like this isn't the first time this has happened to them. It's definitely not going to be the last time that happens to them. But I don't think it will ever slow down how much people are anticipating like the next GTA, or like what if we ever get like another Red Dead game. Like it sucks that this happened, especially for the people that have worked like years and years on this game, to like not have it come out the way they intended it to. But at the end of the day, like you said, like those pre-orders are still there. Like people are still chomping at the bit, waiting for the day. People are calling out of work. People are doing what they can to get their hands on this game when it comes out. So,
Are you hopping in day one? Being an online player, do you have it pre-ordered? Are you going to be there when it drops in November?
oh no,
Oh,
I'm waiting for online. Like I said,
damn.
like I know like a lot of people like praise like the story mode and like the single player game mode, but like I said, like I am a glutton for punishment, and I just want to be in on that shared like server experience. Like day one, everybody's going ballistic on the map. Chaos ensues. You have people in hover bikes RPGing everybody in sight. Like I live for that kind of stuff. I'm hoping that they kind of learn from like GTA 5 and Red Dead 2, or once online does come out, they have their solo like app for it. So you don't have to buy the full game and you can just do the online. So I hope that happens. But no, I am not going to be there day one. I'm going to be too busy pod racing my life away.
Ah, there it is. There's the underlying game.
Yeah.
I'm again, Kyle, I'm an anti day one, but the inkling's getting there where it's like, do I want to be a part of the conversation? Do I want to be a
I
part
think
of?
you'll know next week.
That's what I'm saying. And like this past week, like every fucking day I walk into work, my boss is like, "You see the new leaks?" He's like showing me videos and stuff. I'm like, it's getting there. I'm like, it's
FOMO's gonna be hard.
yeah.
Because it's gonna get all the casuals too. It's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be hard to miss out. And then like hard to you're like, eh. But I think it's the game, that trailer is just gonna be so telling on if it's just GTA 5 more or an evolution, which it's gonna be an evolution, you know, but I'm more intrigued to see the systems. We're not gonna see online for a while, right? That's a bummer. But I would love if it was built from the ground up with online in mind. Like I know you're not taking the player character, story characters into online. You're taking your own character, but yeah, I wonder if there's a way to mesh that together more or not. I don't know. But there's more money in putting out a $50 online title as well, and double dipping for some people buying for some reason $150 worth of GTA.
With a possible
Is there a
monthly
world
sub.
where online is not included in this
Oh, I think 100%.
base game? Like it's not?
Yeah,
I think they said it's not, or at least it's not going to be released.
online is like enough of an entity of itself that they can fully have that be its own separate product, like Call of Duty does with Warzone. Like that could just be its own
Warzone's free to play.
But I know, but it's still buy-in. Online can be free to play if the rumors of having an online sub for it are there. Like, I think people want to put money down for that. Hey, it's free, but if you want all the stuff and access to everything it has here, give us $10-15 a month, and people would do it.
The rumors that there's an in-game currency that you earn by posting to the in-game social media app, and then you could outsource or take that in-game currency and turn it into real cash.
Yeah,
I don't know how real that rumor is, but that
it
was
was
crazy, right?
from the leak guy this week. He posted that.
Yeah, I mean, this is just going to be a little metaverse.
Yeah, there's like an in-game thing you can earn and then turn on and flip it in for real cash, like Robux or some shit you can do, like selling skins in Counter-Strike. You could earn a special thing in there and then sell it into your direct wallet IRL.
I hope online is also the San Andreas map. I hope you can just go to the airport, get on a plane, and then it loads you up.
It's the whole world.
And you don't have to have it both installed. You don't have to, but you do. Guess what? You're just hopping on a plane, flying over.
I think that would be worth it if it was a solo app and it wasn't included. Yeah. If you're able to have the entire world.
Oh my god, that's crazy to think about. New York too, throw it in there. Yeah, I didn't hop into online. I'm really hoping this one does stuff that gets me in. I hated the infrastructure, the menus, it was in and out. Oh man, oof. I hope they learn.
You can go make a sandwich and still have enough time to watch the loading bar fill.
Wow, yeah.
It's still like that for the single player.
It's still like that
playing the 360.
I'm just saying it's still like it on the 360.
Love that though.
I played it on my PS5 and it still takes forever.
That, unless you guys have any final comments on GTA.
Next week we'll know a lot more.
Yeah, 5 days away from the grand reveal. Supposedly now like a 3-episode thing they're releasing. A 6-hour exclusivity on Netflix, I believe, before those clips will be posted on YouTube and other social platforms. So be like Kyle and just look at people online posting them. But with that, this has been episode 128. Brian, thank you again for joining us. Share your wild Tony Hawk conspiracy theories. I'm all for it. What have you got going on this week? In the coming times, people could find you.
Well, it just so happens that Opening Night Live is happening at our exact stream time this Tuesday. So me and Joel will be live streaming, live reacting to Opening Night Live. You guys, if you would like to, you are welcome to come join us as well if you want to have that experience together. But yeah, we'll be doing that this week. I believe we'll start around 7 to just kind of prepare for the 7:30 start time. Of course, that's at twitch.tv/United We Nerd. Also, we have a new episode of Let's Get Nerdy popping up this week. We're going all in on our Spider-Man Brand New Day review. That'll be pretty fun. Other than that, yeah, we're just gonna keep on rocking and rolling like we normally do.
When is Opening Live? When does Opening Live start?
I believe it said it starts at 7:30 p.m.
7:30 European time, my guy.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
North America. 11 a.m. our time.
Oh, never mind then. Well, we'll do
it in the evening.
I'll
anyways.
be at work, so we're gonna do a blinders on blind reaction. Well, I totally whiffed on that.
I was like, dope, it's in the evening, because I thought the same thing. I was like, I'm gonna miss it because I'm gonna be at work. But
And I looked up and be like, when is it? What day is it?
Yeah, we'll do a blind react to Gamescom opening night live, which will probably be very hard, but I'll just turn on all of the silence notifications then.
Media blackout, my guy. It's hard, but it's doable.
Yeah.
Kyle, what do you got going on your end? That's grounded. I'll find time. I'll get out of my rut this week and re-download. Is what I need to do. Hop back in.
That's my grounded. That's what it's for. My grounded 2. I just run around and do whatever I feel like. Am I doing acorns? I'm finding acorns. Am I building? I haven't built anything. I've done nothing. So,
have you got your buggy yet?
No,
got your first buggy?
Nope.
Oh shit. Okay.
No, I'm like, it's super casual, not doing quests. Also, like, I wandered in 2 directions and I got killed by big bugs. And I said, you know what? We're gonna stick to this zone. And I haven't put too much time into it. So, anyways, no, nothing too crazy over here. I need to be 007, working on that. I gotta just beat it. So we'll see. But that's it.
Yeah, nothing on my end this week again. It has been a rough week and nothing has been accomplished. A console has barely been turned on besides to put on background sound. Incomplete silence, but we'll get back into gaming. A lot of stuff coming out. Need to get ready for September, ready for Onimusha stuff. I'm cautiously optimistic for. This episode will be posted hopefully this evening on all social platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, all the places. Shout out to Apple Podcasts being the GOAT recently and pushing us ahead of everyone else for some reason. Don't understand that or the algorithm.
Hey.
One day we will figure it out, but Apple Podcasts, you the main right now. Let us know your thoughts, comments, concerns, expectations for GTA 6's reveal on Thursday, what you want to see in the comments below, anywhere you're watching this. Until next time, same place, same time next week, twitch.tv/downloadq. It has been fun. Happy gaming. Be good to each other. Stay safe. Play some good games. See you next time.